Hello, good people, the truth sooner or later comes. It reveals itself. Former officer UFO disabled U.S. nuclear arsenal in 1967, a retired officer from the U.S. Air Force claims that unidentified flying objects, UFOs, disabled several nuclear missiles when they appeared around a base in Montana where he served decades ago. A mysterious force paralyzed the Army's ability to control 10 intercontinental ballistic missiles Minuteman I, equipped with nuclear warheads. A retired U.S. Air Force officer claims that unidentified flying objects, UFOs, shut down several nuclear missiles when they appeared around the base in Montana, where he had served decades earlier. Robert Salas claims that a mysterious force paralyzed the military's ability to control 10 Minuteman I intercontinental ballistic missiles equipped with nuclear warheads at Malmstrom Air Force Base in 1967. The 85-year-old veteran reported on Danny Jones' podcast on Saturday. Salas, whose job during the Cold War was to launch and monitor nuclear missiles, upon receiving an order, and his partner were on duty underground at around 10:00 p.m. on March 24 of that year when panic guards called from above about an unidentified object. The chief guard called and said, "Sir, we're seeing strange lights in the sky. They're flying right above us," Salas recounts. According to him, the guards insisted the objects were not Soviet aircraft, pointing to strange lights moving quickly across the sky before suddenly stopping above the underground missile silos. At first, he dismissed the report, thinking it was a joke, but 5 minutes later the guard called again, screaming into the phone. A was shouting, speaking incoherently. He was frightened, Salas recalls. After calming down, the guard told him that his men had aimed their weapons at the objects, which were hovering above the base entrance and emitting a pulsating reddish light. Salas says the panicked guard asked what they should do, and he replied, "Do whatever you have to." The guard then said that one of his men had just been injured. Before hanging up, Salas says he then went to wake his partner, who had been resting, when, suddenly, a loud alarm sounded in the control room, indicating that something was wrong with the missiles. We looked at the panel and sure enough, one of them went from green to red. There was no launch capability, Salas says. Then, very quickly, beep, 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 and all 10 went offline. They all turned red. They jumped up and began going through checklist procedures, after which they discovered that 2 launch facilities miles apart indicated that someone or something might have penetrated the secured missile area. Salas says he immediately sent security teams to the silos, and when they were about 1 kilometer away, they saw the lights hovering above the launch areas. They were terrified. They didn't want to go any further. They were so frightened of these things, he says. Later, Salas heard that the injured guard may have hurt his arm while clearing a jam in his rifle or cut himself on barbed wire during the incident. He also learned that guards claimed to have seen the objects in the area in the days before the event, moving in ways that allowed sudden changes in direction, sharp 90-degree turns, and completely silent flight. The former nuclear missile officer says that an investigation led by Boeing failed to determine what had disabled the warheads, adding that the systems had been designed to prevent such interference. They had no idea how this signal could have been introduced into any of the missiles. The cable system we had was triple shielded against electromagnetic interference from outside, he says. Salas says he is convinced that intelligent extraterrestrial civilizations have visited Earth to prevent nuclear war. There is another civilization visiting us that is concerned that we might destroy this planet through nuclear war. For many reasons, some of which we probably don't even understand, he says. Air Force investigators forced Salas and his commander to sign strict silence orders after the incident, warning them they could be imprisoned if they ever spoke about it. He eventually revealed the story decades later, after reading about a similar case in a book about UFOs, and concluding that the information had already become public knowledge.